Page 12. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, V'melech Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bo'achem l'shalom, Barchuni v'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. V'melech Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeitchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. V'melech Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 15. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, Naria, Letzor Ishenu, Nekadma Fana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzor Ishenu, Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Shiru l'Adonai, shiru shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, shiru shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, baruchu shemo. Basru meyom leyom, Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai, baruchu shemo. Basru meyom leyom, Yeshuato. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai.
Page 19, we continue with the Chadodi.
Lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekavla, nekavla. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekavla. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach.
We continue the lighting of the Shabbat candles on page 25, led by our bar mitzvah of tomorrow morning, the one and only Shane Sopaswan, with parents Seth and Maritza, and his favorite sister, Sophia. Page 25.
In the beginning there is darkness. The darkness of chaos seems eternal, yet form emerges, light dawns, and life is born.
In the beginning, the Most High made heaven and earth.
In every beginning there is darkness, the darkness of ignorance, which smothers human dignity, the darkness of fear, which chokes the creative will, the darkness of tyranny, which stifles freedom.
The Most High said, "Let there be light."
The Sabbath candles celebrate the divine power that makes for life and light. He doesn't love us. It's okay.
I think this is going to take. Oh my gosh! You're magical. Do the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed is the eternal power that inspires our people to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Blessed is the source of life and light.
May we be blessed with a light of dignity, creation, and freedom. May we be blessed with a life of joy, love, and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now we welcome Shabbat. I invite you to welcome the person next to you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Maybe introduce yourself to someone you don't know. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. We need you. We continue responsibly on page 27. Now Shabbat is with us. Now reach out for the divine in ourselves and in the world.
In freedom, each of us seeks the Sabbath of the soul.
Here, time and place invite our commitment to the ancient purposes that are our present hopes. Now time and place are one, bringing promise of triumph over anguish and despair. And when we shall have gone from this place on our separate ways, may our words and promises bring fulfillment and peace.
May our words and promises become deeds, bringing fulfillment and peace.
In the sanctuary, we seek to free ourselves from the fears and conflicts that estrange us from one another.
May our words and thoughts give us hope and strength.
We therefore acclaim the eternal power in the universe that helps us to grow in understanding and love and leads us to freedom. We continue on page 30. I want to remind you, especially those of you that have not been with us on a Kabbalat Shabbat Service here in the patio. On page 29, you'll notice there's an arrow pointing up. So there's arrows that tell us when to stand and when to sit. I'll let you determine which one does what. As we turn to page 30 for Baruch Hu. Page 31. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poteach she'arim, v'bituna meshane itim, u'machaliv et hazmanim, u'mesader et hakochavim, u'meshmerotehem barakir kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, kolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom mevi layla, Umadir ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, Elachai v'kayam tamid imlo chalenu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. Page 32. There was silence, there was chaos, there was a voice. A mind went forth to form worlds. No order reigns where a chaos once held sway. The moon follows accustomed paths, constellations, their pattern ways. Page 34. And how unyielding is the will of our people Israel. After the long nights, after the days and years when our ashes blacken the sky, Israel endures, heart still turned to love, soul turning still to life.
Day and night, early and late, we will rejoice in the study of Torah. We will walk by the light of mitzvot. They are our life and length of our days. Praise be the source of life and love, and Israel our people.
Let's take a deep breath.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Yevod Malchuto Leolam Amen.
Page 36, we continue with Ve'ahavta, led by our bar mitzvah tomorrow morning, Shane Silks. What?
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher Anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'divartam v'shiftecha v'veitecha u'vlechtecha v'aderech u'shokbecha u'v'gumecha וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם. You shall love the eternal your God with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your being. Set these words which I command you to this day upon your heart, teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind these as a sign of your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on your doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you concentrate yourself to your God. I am the eternal and your God, who led you out of Egypt to your God. I am the eternal and your God.
Page 38. We worship the power that unites all the universe into one great harmony. That oneness, however, is not yet. We see imperfection, disorder, and evil all around us. But before our eyes, a vision of perfection, order, and goodness. These two we have known in some measure. There's evil enough to break the heart, good enough to exalt the soul. Our people has experienced untold suffering and wondrous redemptions. We await a redemption more lasting and more splendid than any of the past. When will redemption come? When we look upon others as we'd have them look upon us. Once we were in bondage, then we were free. In this first liberation, our people saw revealed the power of the Most High. They perceived that God's presence redeems time and event from the hands of tyrants. We too acclaim the power that makes for freedom. We sing the song that celebrates our deliverance from Egypt and all bondage.
וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Page 40.
השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Shomrenu L'chaim L'chaim. May you shelter us with peace until the morning comes. May you lay us down with love, and may you raise us up. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Shomrenu L'chaim L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Shomrenu L'chaim L'chaim.
We continue on page 42, the central portion of our worship, Avot V'Imahot, Givrot, and Kedusha. Yes, there's an arrow pointing up on page 42.
Adonai Sefai Tifta Ufia Gitahilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Isaac Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zoher Hastei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Ge'ula Livnei V'neihem Lema'an Shemo Ve'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Nehamdi Hakol Atah Rav Ve'Hoshia Morid Hatal Mechalkel Haim Behesed V'Hayei Hakol Berachamim Lavim Somech Noflim V'Rofei Holim Umatir Asurim Umekayei Emunato Lishenei Afar Mihamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umito Melech Melech Mimi Umechayei Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללו הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Amen. We continue on the bottom of page 46. The holiness of this day is not for this day alone. We must make it overflow into all our minutes, to hallow our weekdays from these sacred moments, hour by hour, to make the world a sanctuary where every human soul may be at home. Oh, may the awe we feel at times at the miracle of one another united in prayer be with us tomorrow. Keep tenderness in our words, our touch, and our luck. Praise be the world of power within it. Page 52. We live in two worlds, the one that is and the one that might be. Nothing is ordained for us, neither delight nor defeat, neither peace nor war. Life flows, must freely choose. We can, if we will, change the world that is into the world that may come to be. As you're taught from of old, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from deceitful speech. Be of the disciples of Aaron, loving peace and pursuing it. The whole Torah exists only to bring peace, as it is written. Let justice dwell in the wilderness, righteousness in the fruitful field. Then all shall sit under their vines and under their fig trees. So I invite you to close your Siddur or your prayer book for just a moment. It's our minhag on a Kabbalat Shabbat. Just have a little word of Torah before we go into our silent reflection. And this week's Torah portion, well, it's Shane's favorite portion of all time. It's actually a good portion. It is Cantor's, just right, it was Cantor's bat mitzvah portion. That's right, Cantor. That's right. How many years? A couple years ago, huh? Sorry. Anyway, I'll enjoy it. It's a round number. Ooh, nice, nice. I can't count us how long ago it was for me. Anyway, Naso is a great portion in so many ways. It's from the book of Numbers, but there is, I would say, something very troubling in this portion, and that's what we're going to go to right now. There's a quote that says the following: "To remove from camp anyone with an eruption or a discharge and anyone defiled by a corpse, remove male and female alike, put them outside the camp so that they do not defile the camp of those in whose midst I dwell." So, how often in our society do we call someone out because they're different? By the way we look at them, the way we stare, the way we avoid them. And it's interesting because in the Jewish tradition, we are not defined by a disability or by that which makes us a little different than someone else. It's interesting because if you think about it, 3 of the most famous leaders we have in the Torah all had disabilities. Jacob had a problem walking. He had a bit of an argument with God, so that's what happened, but he had a problem walking. Moses had a lisp. He had a speech impediment. And Miriam has skin disease. So it's interesting that we can so easily look at someone that has a disease or something physical and avoid it. But the reality is that's not what defines us. I think that's what's so upsetting to me, living in a society that's so misogynistic and racist, is that we judge people from the externality, the outside. That's not how we judge someone. No way. It's how we act in the world. It's how we treat each other. That's how we get judged in the end. This is not about right and wrong. This is about doing the right thing inside, right? This is about how we treat each other. And the beautiful thing about our tradition is B'Tselem Elohim, is that we acknowledge that each person we look at has God within them. When I look at you, I'm looking at the face of God. And that's how you should be treated every time we interact. Sorry, I don't do that all the time. But isn't that the truth for us? That when we look at another person, we should see that this is a soul like my own from God directly. It should be treated as such, regardless. Now, he's not here today, but I wish David Ledwitz was here, because I have to tell you, there have been way too many times I've had to tell congregants, don't be scared of him. He has cerebral palsy. So he walks and talks in a way that may give the appearance that he's not quite there. Oh, he's there. He's actually one of the smartest people in this congregation, to be truthful with you. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And if you've been at any of our Ask the Rabbis or any of our discussions, you know he's brilliant because you've heard him talk. But you have to get beyond his disability, and that's not fair to him. He should be treated as anyone else. And in this synagogue he is, and he knows that, and he feels good about that. He actually was, Jim, an adult bar mitzvah a few years ago himself. It was really cool. Special guy. But you would know that if you look at someone, you judge them, and you just avoid because I'm just not comfortable with someone who walks like that. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's find that loving place within us. And so the next time we come across someone, smile at them. Look in their eyes, because that's where you'll find God. We pause in silent reflection.
Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'toch beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael ve'et ha'olam b'shalom.
We now focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. On this Shabbat, we think of Seth Ammerman, Janet Agrovich, August Al, bless you, Ira Berkowitz, Don Barnett, Mark Berlant, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Pauline Bronstein, Carol Brindell, Francie Brown, John Castro, Talia Surowski, Bonnie Coleman, Deanna Courtwright, Ellen Dover, Toby Ellman, Diane Fisher, Jenna Fishoff-Hyman, Holly Fugit, Juan Garcia, Josie Garcia, Marcia Garcia, Jerry Gassman, Marcia Gieser, Libby Gray, Jack Haas, Olivia Hand, Avram Harris, Linda Harris, Rob Haas, Linda Hoffman, Sharon Jackson, Rolando Johnson, Mimi Jones, Sylvia Karp, Joy Kaiser, Noed Lahat, Elizabeth Ledwitz, Dan Lee, Carol Lerner, Jackie Levinson, Bobby Lotman, Janice Lucero, Maureen McIntyre, Sherry Mates, Stephen Marceri, Rich McCarthy, Scott McCaslin, Misty Johnson, Naomi Nakano Matsumoto, Nathan Orloff, Glenn Overstreet, Gilbert Palazzo, Melanie Pearson, Barry Pinsley, Ann Port, Sherry Prezant, Stephanie Rasmussen, Ramon Rivas, Linda Rogers, Julius Rodriguez, Daryl Sanchez, Laura Sanders, Victoria Schneider, Norman Schoenfeld, Norma Slavitt, Laura Sepulstra, Rabbi Jonathan Stein, Jonathan Stern, Margie Stein, Donna Thyman, Sue Timpson, Carol Turnbull, Sue Witten, Monica Wiley, Yaakov Ben Ada, Megan Young, Rich Zuberger. If you wish to add another name to a healing list, I invite you to raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you. We wish upon all those you mentioned and those who remain unnamed, refuah shlema, a speedy and complete recovery, as we join together, turning to page 111, as we do Mishaberach by Debbie Friedman.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leivotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Ivotenu Mikor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of our congregation, David Hyman.
Gosh, how do I follow that up? Shabbat Shalom. My name is David Hyman. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our courtyard, what do you call it? The Kabbalat Shabbat. Kabbalat Shabbat. Told you I couldn't follow it up. Led by Rabbi Magat and Cantor Shafritz. After the service, join us in the back there where Richard is setting up for the Kiddush, Hamotzi, and the Oneg. Tonight's Oneg is sponsored by the Salopswan family in honor of Shane's. He taught me. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad. Thank you.
Silly family, so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Shane. Also by Nancy Gersten in memory of her father, Morris, and by Rabbi Magat in honor of the, I can't say the word, shower, for Cantor Leah Shafritz. We had a little shower in the back, and you weren't supposed to say, because you had a little pink clothespin, and whoever collect the most clothespin, you could take, if they said, you could take their clothespin. So I couldn't say it. Mazel tov to Maritza and Seth for the bar mitzvah. Congratulations, you're gonna do a great job. You did a wonderful job up here. I could give you a whole list of things we're doing, but check out your handout, go to the website, back on the Shalom table back there. You can see all the neat things that we're doing in the next week, month, and year. But I would like to bring to your attention the Mitzvah Day opportunity on June 30th. We are starting a history committee, a historical society here at the temple. We've got 161 years? It's a long time. That's a lot of history. So it's going to include a kiosk in the foyer in the Temple House. It's going to be on our website. We're going to have interviews with members young and old and everything in between, and it's going to be a really interesting project, I think. But on June 30th, we're going to start, and this is going to be a project that will require lifting and moving boxes and sorting things out. There are jobs for people who don't want to lift. So you can sort, but I encourage you all to join us on June 30th. There are details on the website. We will also be participating in the Rose, White, and Blue Parade on July 4th, so come on out and cheer us on, or march with us. And don't miss the start of the JFS Back to School Drive. That's it. We hope to see you next Friday here at 6:15 for our Kabbalat Shabbat service in our beautiful Summer Songs courtyard, followed by a potluck and discussion, which is different than Yoneg. Shabbat Shalom.
Next week, we will have our first potluck dinner discussion, and we'll have a light subject to talk about, Israel. Yeah. We continue with Elenu on page 116. Page 119. Life is finite. Like a candle, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. Then it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory, slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. As we turn to page 121, I remind you of our minhag, our custom. Upon hearing the name of your loved one, I invite you to stand if you're able to, and remain standing until all the names in our yard set list have been recited. Then together we'll all rise. On this Shabbat, we are mindful of those that are grieving the Shabbat, the first week of mourning for Barbara Neiman, beloved sister of Donald Wanamaker. We also think of the following Israelis that died this week: Major Tal Shaluva, 24, Sergeant Eitan Karlsbrun, 30, Sergeant Almog Shalom, 19, Sergeant Yair Levin, 19 years old. We also think of those grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning for Tim Zimmer, as well as we think of those that are grieving the Shana, the first year mourning. We of course think of those that perished on October 7th, and we also think of those civilians who died in Gaza and the West Bank as well. We think of the following members of our congregation and our extended family who've died this year, as we think of Sheldon Aronowitz, Mark Atlas, Frederick J. Billmeyer, Michael Blevins, Sally Colby, Mal Kosman, Lucille Delman, Jenny Deshotsky, Vera Doktorovich, Ingrid Eisenstein, Professor David Ellenson, Frederica Edis, Ruth Fox, Marilyn Fuller, Meyer Goldberg, Vicki Nosanoff Goldman, Bobby Gornberg, Justin Gross, Lily Hannon, Marilyn Hanloff, Lee Henderson, Lynn Hendrickson, Roosevelt Hoover, Helen Ibsen, Kenneth Johnson, David German, Al Cadis, Bob Kaiser, David Lemon, Sandra Lemon, David Long, Nancy Markham, Jean Marksheimer, Maria Bitta McClure, Andrew Miller, Margie Milrad, Roz Mishkin, Ken Nist, Carolyn Offenhartz, Mark Pollock, Bill Poor, Nancy Polliger, Heidi Preston, Perry Perwin, Harriet Reisner, Janessa Schwartz, Judith Schwartz, Lois Starr, Shirley Stein, Guy Stern, Marcia Thaves, Scott Toddy, Harriet Weintraub, Eleanor Chastain Williams. We also think of the following yard sites that we observe on this Shabbat, as we think of Reba Alberts, Stephen Barco, Shirley Berger, Edward Berman, Lolly Schaefer-Brickner, Robert Blisma, Ida Clayton, Charlotte Fisher, Frida Friedman, Morris Gersten, Sarah Goyd, Blossom Goldman, Mark Goldstein, Betty Gordon, Selma Heller, Lena Hetzer, Arthur Hill, Harriet Jaffe, Jacob Kayak, Milton Kuliko, Jenny Lasky, Geraldine Levy, Amy D. Lowy, Sammy Magazine, Emmanuel Moskoff, Phyllis Messinger, Morris Milgram, Rose Morris, Joseph Nathan, former president of our congregation, Sherman Neymark, Patricia Orozco, Theodore Pollack, Samuel Renkonsky, Sylvia Rosen, Larry Rosenberg, David Saltzman, Herbert Hermaine Schwabe, Abraham J. Schrey, Myers Simon, Eric Simon, Bertha Trister, Erwin Underweiser, Francis Velutis, Sherman Morso. Zichronam Livracha. May all the memories of our loved ones endure as a blessing. As we turn to page 121, reciting together our Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba, ve'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malachutei, ve'chayechon av yom echon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalav uzman kariv imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach, le'olam olmei alamaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar, v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh, יתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לעולם מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן יהי שלמה רבה משמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל אמרו אמן עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וכל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Please be seated.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. Oseh shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
Really good. You saw the guitar. That is very, very impressive. How do we get used to doing it again? The Shakoff cantor. Shabbat Shalom. Let's continue, and Shane's going to lead us in Kiddush. Come on, Shane. join me. Yeah.